Hello and welcome back. I'm Deirdre and this is another episode in my process of upscaling my life by downscaling my size of my home and moving into an apartment. And I've decluttered and I've packed up and I've moved and I'm here and I'm sorting myself out slowly. So this is into the third month now, so it's 2.5 months since I moved in. I'm afraid the last about 3 weeks have been wiped out by me being ill. And I got really sick in the end, and hence I still sound quite frog-like, but I feel so much better. I could, I was still going to work, but you know what it's like, you do that. But yeah, so I was just dragging myself around a bit and certainly didn't have the energy or anything like the appearance or the voice to be able to record, and I do still sound pretty bad. But what this episode is that you told me so. You were right. So many of you said you're not going to have enough room in that bedroom, wardrobe for your clothes. And even though I don't have a lot of clothes, it still isn't enough. You were right. You told me so. I was wrong. Well, I sort of hoped I would have. I hoped I'd be able to organise my way into it, but I can't. So I've been to IKEA. Yes, of course, IKEA. And I bought a couple of Melm chests of drawers. They're the very plainest. I think they're the cheapest, and yet in some ways they're the most solid. And then of course I put them together, so they're really solid, but they're all I'm going to need, I hope. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that once I've got both of them built and they just sit snugly side by side, I will have enough space. I've made one of them already, and I thought you might like to follow along the process of making the other one. It's sort of like growing up Lego. It really is great. Now, I know that some of you are still intimidated by, the thought of putting together flat pack furniture, but it isn't hard if you just take it slowly, read the instructions, always a good idea, and have a few basic tools. Now, I of course have my trusty Ryobi with the little screw on the end, so that is I've just got it on a slightly an extension. That makes it easier. I've got an old-fashioned screwdriver. This is what they used to look like in the olden days, a screwdriver. What else? And a hammer. This is my favourite actually. It's very light, it's very nice to use. It's quite a good, dare I say it, it's quite a good girl hammer because it's nicely balanced but it's very light. Hammers come all different weights, if you didn't know. Obviously any of you who do anything like this, you understand. But for a lot of you, maybe you don't know, and you go to, the hardware store to buy something like this, and there are hundreds of different sorts of hammers, and you go, oh God, and you just go home. There you go, basic little claw hammer, nice weight, feels good in my hand, it's not too thick, it's really nice, just a rough, nice old hammer. It's been well used. I do keep it clean, but it does need a bit of a clean at the moment. Anyway, that's all you need to get going. Plus quite a bit of patience, but it is just a step by step. It really is like building Lego. So there's one already complete, sitting in my bedroom. This is where I'm hoping to get organised. I've still got pictures to hang up, but things will be able to go in there. The other one's going to go here. Yes, I still need to paint the walls, but this came first. And here's box number 1, taken apart and ready to start assembling. for the second carton, which is the drawers for the chest. So the frame is built and I put it in the bedroom because it's really heavy. And now I'm about to start building the drawers. And there you are, not the most elegant, but incredibly practical. Now I will be able to put up some artwork above them and get myself organised. Hooray, another step in the journey. Well, I look like I've just been dragged through a bush backwards, but what it was an hour and a half of building flat pack furniture. So it took me about an hour and a half to do that second chest of drawers. So that's build the frame and then all the drawers, the 3 drawers that go in it. It's really straightforward, it's not difficult. Because I'd done the first one, it probably took me an hour and a half as well, to be honest. I mean, that's just the time it takes. I'm sure you could go faster. I haven't got a lot of space to work in here, but there's no need to. That's fine and makes it simple. They are not elegant bits of furniture, but then again, I don't want them to be. I want them to be so simple, they just disappear. So that when the wall's painted and I've got the picture ledge up and some bits of my favourite pieces of art and photographs, then I won't see them at all. They will just be able to hold the things that I can just reach for straight away in the mornings. I'm so looking forward to that. Be quite a relief actually. I hate being disorganised. You might have picked up on that somewhere along the line. So I have finished for the day. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea, stop myself sounding quite as frog-like as I do, and think about what I'm going to do next. Well, I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put away, I'm just looking down here, everything, there's cardboard as far as the eye can see. So a trip down to the recycling to start with, and hope I can cut it up enough to fit into the bins and get the cardboard out. That will be a great start. So I still have that list of things I need to do, and I need to just write it out again and show it to you so you understand what I've got left. But it's coming along and every day is easier, but you know, it's fitting in being sick and going to work and doing all of that has just made it a bit harder to do these as well as I would like. But I'll get back into the twice a week, and hopefully now that the spring is coming, though you wouldn't know it from my weather forecast, but it will happen. I hope that if you'd like some more, that you will follow along and subscribe, that you will have a look at some of the playlists that I did earlier. Follow me on Instagram, which is linked down below, anywhere else you'd like, and I'll be back soon. So I hope whatever you'll be doing today, that you're having a wonderful time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.